Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel from Two Brown Girls. I'm Isolita.
And I'm Brittany Doris. Hello to our new viewers. If you guys are new to our channel, we post every Sunday and every Wednesday.
So be sure to click the notification bell too so you know every time that we upload.
Yep.
So today's topic is around, is anything permanent anymore?
Yeah.
So surrounding gender, race, as well as age.
Yeah, so for like our parents, grandparents, their generation, those things are typically standard. You can't change that. You were born black, you're black. If you are female, you are female. And if you are 45, you're 45. But in today's time, things are a little different. So starting with race, I think we can use Rachel Donaldson. How do you Dolezal?
Oh, maybe.
As an example of how race is not permanent anymore. She identifies herself as transracial, and she was born white and identified as a black female.
Yep. And I think we've seen it today. Like if you've probably scrolled through your Instagram feed, there was like a huge Twitter rant about these Instagram models that if you go back in their pictures and look, they are actually white women. And now they have darkened their skin, changed their hair textures, changed kind of like their whole demeanor from the outside, to portray that of a black woman.
Which is crazy.
Right.
Because one of our friends said, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. For us, black is it. I can't change that. I can change my hair color, but like the skin, my ethnicity, the way I maneuver, I am black all the time, and it's just so strange how people want to pick up on the culture, but when it really matters, like people getting killed or things of injustice or little black girls can't wear their natural hairstyles at school, they don't want to be a part of that
and
part.
It's just like, we're not black anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you can't pick and choose.
Exactly. So it's just so crazy to me how people all of a sudden want to be black until it's time to be black.
Right.
So the second one, which is also trending right now, is age. So there's a 63-year-old man who's in the process right now of changing his age legally to 45 because that's what he identifies with.
And he's doing this to get dates on Tinder.
Yeah.
So I guess Tinder has like a specific age range that you're able to, I don't know, I don't have Tinder, but that you have to be. So maybe they don't scroll all the way down to his date of birth. And now he feels that he identifies as a 45-year-old man.
Yeah.
And he should have the right and the ability to join Tinder.
Yeah. And I think he pretty much said, like, you know, no one wants to date a 63-year-old. I act 45, identify as 45. That is my age. But I think that there are some complications with changing that. Like, if you get sick, if you get hurt, they're not treating a 45-year-old person. They're treating someone who is 63.
Exactly.
That's different. Just like me, I'm almost 30. That's different than treating someone who's 12.
Right.
So I feel like that is very complicated. It makes health and like issues very difficult.
And do you keep like two licenses? Like how would they know like truly what your age is and how to potentially treat you if necessary?
Yeah. So if I'm 18 and I want to identify as 25, is that possible? Like what's the cutoff limit there?
Yeah.
So it can also be
Very
the
true.
reverse.
Very
so
true.
I think the legal system needs to be very careful with how they identify this one, because unlike changing your race, there could be some implications with you changing your age as far as your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the third one is surrounded around gender. So as you know, we have a LGBTQ community in which men can trans or can move over to women and vice versa. So I think that, I mean, obviously everyone should be able to live their truth. However, I mean, it's not permanent. So if you wake up tomorrow and you decide I want to be a woman or I want to be a man, obviously there are certain things that you have to go and, or certain steps that you have to do, but to this point, it's almost as simple as like changing your hair color.
Yeah. Or what I think is very interesting about the sex component, which is fairly new, in Canada, you have the ability to put X. Like, you don't have to say if you're male or female. You don't have to even identify at all. So, like, that is going to be another wave where today I don't want to be a male or a female. I just want to be Brittany, so I'm not going to identify. That makes it even more complicated because there's a reason why we have gender division for not just restrooms, but clothing, but just health issues. So just think about now as a person, I don't have to identify as either one. I can just see major complications with this new trend of your gender not being permanent or disclosed.
Yeah, and I think people like, we live in such a fluid society that we to your point, one day you're like, I don't want to identify as female. I want to be Brittany. So I feel like that also is kind of like a factor to consider in being able to what you identify as, and like how do people treat that from a medical standpoint.
So really the question is, nothing is permanent. Things that you traditionally could not change about yourself, you now have the ability to change. And there's some pros to that, like, hey, if you feel like you are black and you're white and you're gonna be positive, like Rachel, like she was, employed with the NAACP, she did a lot of good work. And so maybe there's a positive to being able to be fluid with your race. Or maybe if you were born a boy and you always identified as a female, maybe that's you living in your truth. But then there could be some cons, like your health and complexities with legal things. So I just feel like nothing is permanent these days, and it's the new wave.
Yes, definitely the new wave. Took the words out of my mouth.
The new wave. So, you know what we're about to say, guys. If you have any comments or if you want to share with your friends, the link is below. Please share it. Keep the conversation going.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for every Wednesday and every Sunday I upload.
Absolutely. So, until next time, bye.
Bye.